Now let's take what you learned in the last lecture to the next level. What if you want to display this admin link only to the users who are in the admin role? It's very easy. Let me show you. So this is the content of our JSON web token. In the payload, we have three properties: user ID, name, and admin. So on the server, when the user authenticates, if the user is in admin role, we can set this property to true. Another implementation would be to include all the roles the user is part of. So here, instead of the admin property, we will have another property called roles, which will be an array. In this array, we can list all the roles the user is part of. So the server generates this token. Now on the client, we need to decode this token. We need to decode that long string so we have access to the payload properties. And then based on these properties, we can show or hide various elements on a page. So let's see how we can do this. Back in auth service, I'm going to define a new property. So get current user. Now here we need to get the token from local storage. So let token, we set this to local storage.get item of token. Now if we don't have a token, we want to return null. Otherwise, we want to decode it. So once again, we're going to use the JWT helper object. So let JWT helper equal new JWT helper. And then we can return JWT helper dot decode token and give it this token string. Now we can make this code a little bit shorter. So we can create this object right here. That's better. Now back in the home page, here's our admin link. You want to render this only if the user is logged in and they are an admin user. So I'm going to add a second condition here. Auth service that current user dot admin. If this is true, then we're going to render the admin link. Now back in the browser. So because I'm an admin user, I see this admin link. But let me log out. Now I'm going to generate a new token that doesn't have this admin property. So back to jwt.io, I'm going to change this to false. And I'm using the same secret. So now if you go back to the encoded tab, we get a new token. I'm going to use this as the hard-coded value in our fake backend. So copy this. Back here, let's go to fake backend. On the top, I'm going to replace this token. Okay, now let's test the application. So back in the browser, I'm going to log in. Now this time, this user is not an admin user, and that's why they cannot see the admin link. Now, as I told you before, these tokens have a digital signature that is generated based on the content of the token and a secret. So if a malicious user goes here in the application tab, get the token, and then decode it here, they cannot go here and change the admin to true, because in order to generate the signature, they need to have the secret. And this secret is not on the client. It's only on the server. Okay? Now here in fake backend, I'm going to revert these changes and use the old token that has the admin access. So this is how we can check to see if the user is part of a given role.